What's up there, lockdowners?
Welcome to day 4 of Learning Lockdown. Coming to you from Liverpool College. I'm Mr. S.
I am Mr. A.
And we are now filming this. Well, it's Thursday to you, but it's actually Tuesday morning to us. And we've got to say, did you see it?
We saw it.
We were on the news. We were on
Times.
Northwest Tonight after just one day of filming. And that's only possible because of how many people are talking about it and sharing it. So please do keep sharing. Who knows? We could go national. Probably not, but we could.
Well, we probably already are national. In fact, we are international. On our YouTube analytics, as the page goes, we've had a number of views in Australia.
Wow.
So,
are we upside down when they look at us in Australia?
Don't know. So all the way from Australia. Now, what we will say is we didn't contact the news, so please don't think that we've been trying to do that. They just found us online.
Didn't tell us.
But it is
That's
useful.
fine.
We've had so many emails of parents saying how helpful it's been to relieve the pressure, to relieve the stress, to relieve any worries. So if it is helping, please do share it out there. We want to help as many people as possible. It's completely free. We're just doing this in the school. It is a hub at the moment, so we are coming in because this school is open and we are teachers. That's why we are able to carry on doing this. So if we can help during this time, we want to. Share it, share it, share it.
So, what is coming up on Learning Lockdown today? Well, as usual, we will begin with English, then we'll have some maths.
Yeah, they will be all based on things that we've done throughout the week, so make sure you've watched the previous lessons. Straight after that, we're going into a new slot, learn a new language. Now, we've got a brilliant challenge for you today on that one, so keep tuned in at that time.
Then at 11:30.
Not 1 o'clock.
We confused everybody
what
the
kind
other
of
day.
amateurs would say 1 o'clock and then put 11:30 on the pictures?
11:30, we are going to do a live hit session, sort of a bit like Joe Wicks, not as good as Joe Wicks, but you can never exercise too much at a time like this. So we're going to put our sports gear on and we are going to try to do some exercises for you. Okay, so that's 11:30.
Brilliant. Then we're back with Creative Challenge Day 4. And finally, our favourite slot, or my favourite slot, online time. But not just time to go on whatever you want. You'll see more about that later on. And that is it for today.
Time for English. It's time for English, and today we're going to be doing a little bit more writing. Well done so far for all the work you've done this week. We set you a challenge yesterday of your dream place to spend this time of lockdown, and we've had some fantastic responses. Have a look at these.
Okay, let's have a look at some of your English work then.
This has come in from Sophia and Ellie. They've done a tropical island description, and here's a photo of them working at their table.
Now we travel over to Coventry and to Fibber. She's done some descriptive sentences, including a great one there. Number 2, Marvel figures.
We like that one.
Favourites.
We like that one. Okay, this has come from Elise. We are very jealous of this one. Look at this photo of Elise with Jurgen Klopp.
This was obviously taken before social distancing.
Well, we hope so. So we've got a lovely description of Jurgen Klopp. We could talk about him for hours and hours and hours. But particularly like this one here. Look, B for boom. Well done, Elise.
Peter's children, fantastic descriptions of Pluto and Mickey.
And look at the pictures here with Pluto and Mickey as well. Very nice. Then we've got Oliver, who has described living in Disneyland. He wasn't the only one to do that, actually. And here he is with his picture describing life in Disneyland.
Stanley, again, someone who wants to go to a desert island. It seems islands and isolation are a popular
He wants to isolate himself even more, apparently. And well done, Stanley. Now, Ben. Hi, Ben. Here he is, writing his setting description about having a lockdown in Haven. That'd be nice, wouldn't it, to go to Haven?
I thought it said heaven for a second.
I did think it was a typo at first, but it's definitely Haven.
Maisie and Nancy, a lovely description of Chocolate Land and Easter Egg Land.
We would love... Oh, I think we might be going there, mightn't we, in a couple of weeks?
Absolutely.
We're going to try.
Yep, although if it does get too hot, they have been known to close.
They have what we call a meltdown. And finally, this has come from Josh and Nathan, and they're describing their places they'd like to spend the isolation. One has said Airborne Unlimited, and one has said Auntie Jean's house. And to be honest, I'm not sure which one I prefer. Both great. Excellent, thank you so much for getting involved. And now we're going to build on those skills we've been learning and give you a new challenge.
Yes, right. The thing to remember about learning, it's all about building a set of tools that you can use. And over the last few days, we've looked at adjectives. We then brought that a bit further and started looking at noun phrases and prepositions and joining things like that with our senses to describe a setting. Well, now we're going to pull in some of our understanding from reading. Because if you were joining in with our reading tasks on Monday and Wednesday, Year 3 and 4, you'll have been reading about a very strange teacher who appeared in the classroom. In Year 5, 6, you'll have been reading about a very strange creature as a teacher.
Good rhyme, though.
Thank you very
Good
much.
Rhyme. It's almost like we planned this, isn't it?
It is. So what we want you to do is to do your own piece of writing, year 3 and 4, about a teacher who brings a very strange object into the classroom. Now, we know from your text, if you weren't reading the text, by the way, it's down below, year 3, 4. If you weren't reading that text before, have a quick read now, and you'll see there's a teacher who arrives with a very unusual object that you wouldn't normally come to school with. Now, we want you to cast your minds back to when you were in school. Seems so long ago. But we want you to cast your minds back and imagine your teacher came in with a very unusual object. Can you describe it to us? Can you describe what this object was? Why it was so unusual? Can you describe your reactions, your friends' reactions? Don't just say they were surprised. Show us.
We like to use a skill called show and not tell, okay? So rather than just like Mr. A said, telling us they looked this way or they felt this way, show us by how they move their bodies.
Their eyes went wide, their jaws dropped and hit the floor. No one knew what to say. I haven't said at all there that anyone was surprised, but I have shown you in the way that they react. So year 3, 4s, I cannot wait. I love this kind of writing where you get to run with your imagination. I cannot wait to see some of the things that you come up with that your teacher could bring into the classroom that would be a very unusual object.
And years 5 and 6, you've had a story about Pog, a creature in the woods. And we want you to tell us a similar story about another creature. It doesn't have to be in the woods, it could be somewhere else, okay? But a creature nonetheless. Now, we want you to use some of the skills that we've been practicing so far. And if you've got any more skills in your armory, in your arsenal, what's that, your weaponry, yeah. If you've got more skills that we haven't even talked about yet, by all means, please show us them too. We haven't mentioned metaphors or similes or alliteration yet. Anything like that. Embedded clauses, all these wonderful things that years 5 and 6s do. Please put them in so we can have a look at them.
And if you don't know what those skills are, tune in next week because we will be going over more skills as the weeks go on. So that is English for today. We cannot wait for your unusual objects and your unusual creatures to make their way to us at learninglockdown on Twitter or learninglockdown@gmail.com. They are the best way to get in touch with us. And by the way, if you contact us there, we are taking that as permission to share those pictures on our videos. If you still want to share your work with us, but you don't want them to appear on the video, that is great. We still want that. Just make sure it's really clear in the email. Do not share online.
Or it may be you just don't want names to appear. That is fine as well. Just say, happy to share the photo of the work. Please don't put names on. We want to share this as much as we can. But more importantly, we want to respect privacy.
Well, thank you very much. We'll see you for maths in about half an hour. Bye.